I find when you're starting a new series, it's a lot of fun because you don't know where you're headed. It's fun to see something that you just thought of come to life. But then there's the work of making it valuable and creating that backstory and getting to know if this character is worth following.
There are instances where I don't need to just adapt a story. I can adapt a character, put it in the story, and then continue on. And a good example of that is in the Three Little Pigs story. I finally did a Sherlock Holmes character,
Yeah.
and she doesn't have her own story yet, but she keeps popping up in all these fairy tales. I have her in multiple stories, so it's like I'm taking Sherlock Holmes, a character from Victorian England, and I'm fitting her into all these fairy tales. It's just really cool to see the universe flesh out and become like this own little thing.
Yeah, you're getting the best of both, right? Like you have these characters that are established, but you're like putting them in these crazy new settings, right? Like you're getting something totally novel out of it.
Yeah. And it's fun because the Sherlock Holmes character, she solves mysteries, obviously. And
Yeah.
there's so many mysteries in fairy tales. So it's what would Sherlock Holmes do when the prince is trying to find Cinderella, who the slipper belongs to? That's a weird setup. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah,
Or what we do with the Three Little Pigs is it's not really a retelling of the Three Little Pigs. It's more of a sequel.
sure.
And the story, the big bad wolf can't knock down the brick house, right? So in this tale, the sequel, the brick house gets knocked down, and the Sherlock Holmes character gets called in to solve the mystery. So I'm like creating these fairy tales, what ifs, and then I'm having a legendary detective try to figure it out. So
Nice.
it's really, and I think that's it. Like you said, a lot of the work is done for me. People know Three Little Pigs. People are familiar with Star Wars. People know Sherlock Holmes. Let's just that work is done. The
Yeah.
foundation of who they are and what they're about. Let's just let the story play out, and it's cool.